Jack, where are we going? Can't hear anything you say. Where are we going?
We're going to Istanbul so we can go to Athens.
Much better. That was clear.
So, from our trip from Izmir, we went to Istanbul and now it's Greece. And this little apartment Airbnb we're staying in.
Do a little bit of a tour.
Room. TV area.
Very nice.
I'm sleeping. And mom's sleeping.
Here we go. And Emily is loving the black towels.
It is being what? It's a very,
Thoughtful touch. And we're only about 15-minute walk to the Acropolis. All I wanted Jack is not eating his pizza. He's just...
I'm trying to talk to my brother. He's not even there for the experience.
Emily, how's your pizza?
I'm eating pizza in Greece.
We're trying the pizza in Greece. And so far...
You're ignoring your pizza. Well, I gotta go eat my pizza.
Alright, so we arrived in Athens around 5. We had a really nice taxi driver who took us to our Airbnb. We went out for dinner at a really nice pizza place. And now we're walking back.
Hello.
That's Jack with his scintillating commentary on life at the moment. Also Emily.
With my mocking commentary on Jack's scintillating commentary.
So, today we're going up to the Acropolis Museum and then up to the Acropolis because this is one of the main reasons I want to come to Greece. Because, dude, I love ancient Greek stuff, so it's going to be amazing.
Alright, and how did we find this amazing breakfast spot, Emily?
We walked.
But I think we did okay. Savory crepes, 2 sweet crepes,
Mexican hot chocolate.
Mexican hot chocolate from this adorable store. So, alright. Updates later. Alright. Heading into the museum. Oh man, too many things to video. Having a hard time in this museum because I kind of want to video everything. Stuff that I grew up learning about and now you're seeing like in real life. So even though it's November, it's still pretty busy. So we're glad we did the skip the line tickets. All right, off to see more. Alright, so what did we learn here?
So, according to Google Translate, these 5 letters all are just one. They are just E. Google Translate is obviously no one can. Its knowledge is amazing.
Side of the theater.
Some of these are smiling and they're freaky, and some of these are frowning.
We just left the museum and now we're going to head over to the Acropolis. Here, there's a really wonderful street player, so I'm going to turn it around so you can see him. Alright, we're starting our walk up to the Acropolis. It's raining just a little bit. Turns out there were no lines. We didn't need to go buy tickets early because it means we had to walk to a tour. No, it wasn't a kiosk. It was actually a building. My advice is in November, you probably don't need to worry about it. Just go get a ticket. Original assigned seating.
Yeah, just for all the important.
Okay, where are we?
We are here at the big buildings, the Acropolis, on top of the flat rock.
You should consider
sky.
being a tour guide someday.
I know.
This building, like many buildings, is built by builders of stone.
I am very smart. I am an amazing human/genius. those columns were inspired by feta cheese, like the building blocks. So that's how they got the idea we should build with blocks.
Hey, Jack, what type of columns are they?
Feta cheese columns. Made out of feta cheese. Because everyone knows feta cheese is the hardest material known to man.
Or ionic, or any of that. It's feta cheese.
Starting to rain. It's still pretty amazing. Now, I will say, having the crane in there, a little, and you're not allowed to walk in. Something else I didn't know. Still, pretty amazing. We went to the Acropolis Museum and were able to hear the history and the different types of destruction that it's gone through, which is helpful when you see it, so you understand why parts of it are destroyed, what they're trying to do to restore it. So definitely worth going to the museum before you come up here. It gives you much more of a perspective and a context for looking at the building. The art. Okay, you call Ava.
in order to visit one of the most well-preserved temples of the Greek antiquity.
Alright, so we finished the long trip to Hydra. We left Athens at about 8:30 maybe. Now it's 11:20 and we are in Hydra. And Hydra.
As they
yes, we
keep saying.
we're obviously not correct. We're not going on the tours. We're just gonna walk around, which we should go that way. Let's go this way. So thoughts about the boat. If you come in November, bring a blanket.
Oh, yes, you have to. I was so cold.
Super chilly.
I used the laptop to block my leg from the wind. So cold.
We used up the battery on the computer to warm ourselves.
It was literally honest.
The important things in life, we're checking to see if there are Greek flavored Pringles.
There's no fish at all.
No?
Nope, not any food flavors.
It's like meat. Horses can go upstairs. Whoa. You can't even see the other stairs. Lots of stairs. We made it up here. We're taking a walk along the island. We're not actually using a map or anything. We're just kind of wandering, hoping to get back down without having to retrace our whole steps. So the kids are already, let's see, they're way down there. Along the, clearly, the touristy horses were here. Reached a cool windmill. Only time I've ever seen this sign at a site. No ankle twisting. All right, Jack. Gotta be careful not to twist your ankle in here. See what the sign says. Look. Don't you dare twist your ankle. Some really lovely mosaics here. Little museum on Egina, which, though tiny, has a whole lot of really amazing things in it. Yeah, they just have these things sitting up. It's amazing.
Here, we have the pot of death.
And
It's
why
got
is it-
radiation symbols on it, so we're all gonna die. Acoustics.
Of course, they're a little late because this pot was made about 3,000 years ago.
Yes, they knew the dangers back then.
Jack, enjoying history.
Yes.
He finds it so exciting.
Interesting stuff.
From the sublime to the mundane. So we're on our last island of the day, and we just spent some time at this ruins. That's the Temple of Apollo on this island, which actually they have found things dating back to 2500 BC, which is pretty incredible. And they're in that tiny little museum I just showed you, just sitting there. It's amazing. So we caught the sunset from the top, which was really beautiful, and now we're going back to the boat and heading back to Athens. So, got up early, went to a church service, which was very nice, and it was just right down the road from the changing of the guard. The changing of the guard didn't happen at 11 because someone came out of the palace that was important. We don't actually know. So now we're waiting because we're told that something is going to be happening here at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier in a few minutes. So, it's very exciting. Aren't you excited?
Yes, I am.
Can you tell?
You can tell from my back hair.
No, I can't check.
Alright, Jack, what are we waiting for here?
COVID tests. Yay, we.
And I have to say that finding information about where to get the COVID test was not at all easy. Finally, I actually found a forum on booking.com that was the most recent and gave us the information for this place, which only does rapid tests on Sunday, but that's all we need to get into Turkey. But if you needed a PCR, you'd be up a creek. So, and now we're just waiting for his turn. Well, we just walked down a very urban street and we come across this lovely little church. Restaurant Emily likes because of the green. Emily, would you go to this restaurant just because of the green, cool?
Yeah, I would.
Jack, you're gonna get hit by a car. Jack just wandered off. Jack is all experienced out, but Emmy and I aren't. There's a cool church. We should go in it. So we had this lovely, beautiful cathedral, and then right beside it is this lovely little church. We're not lost, but Google Map is taking us up a lot of steps.
It's a little alleyway.
That's what I said.
That sounds really interesting. Oh, we can't see out the window. It was a good trip.